Okay guys, here's the watch in greater detail. And right away, I'm going to go over this watch's stainless steel case and band. So this watch has a 41mm stainless steel case and then a nice stainless steel band. Now the case and band both exhibit different elements of polishing. You can see polishing here on the sides of the case, around the chrono pushers and the crown guards. And then you can also see polishing on the sides of the bezel. Now, there's also a lot of different polishing and brushed edges on the band. You can see there's polishing on the sides, as most stainless steel bands do. There's also a polished center link, which I really like. It gives it a very classy look. Now, I like this band a lot. It kind of is in the style of a president band, but not quite. I really like it a lot. Now, the buckle also has different elements. You can see, excuse the protective coating, but you can see that there's a different finish in the center there, and you have a nice looking Bell & Ross logo, and it's their standard push button clasp. Very nice, very comfortable, and I'll show that in the shot later. So moving on to the dial and bezel. So it is a tachymeter bezel, which is kind of actually looks very similar to the Omega Speedmaster Moon watches, and that I love the Moon watches bezel, so this one's out just as is absolutely perfect in my opinion. I also like how it's got a beautiful curved crystal, and I just like running my finger along it. I like the feel of it. That's just one thing that this watch has that I don't think many watches really have anymore. They don't really have much curved cases. I'd say one example would be the Tudor Black Bay, but other than that, I don't think there are very many. So the dial is also very clean as well. I like it. It's black and white, very, very legible. You have your running seconds on the right, your minute counter on the left, and I really love a good 2 sub-dial chrono. I don't really ever think that, well, at least I haven't come across a situation where I'm going to be needing to use a chronograph in the hours. So I really like this. I think it looks great. You just have the perfect number of writing, just 3 lines, automatic chronograph, 100 meter. I think that's perfect. You have 12 and 6 marked, again, very symmetrical. I like it. One other thing I'd like to point out on the dial is Bell & Ross's standard circular date marker there. Now, I really like how they do it, because it really doesn't take up almost any space on the dial. It looks very nice, and it doesn't really inhibit the symmetry of the dial very much at all, which is also good. But one thing I say I wouldn't like it is when you get in the double digits of numbers, it can be hard to read because the window is so small. So now I'll demonstrate the chronograph. So it has screw-down chrono pushers, as you can see here. I'll just screw this one down. You can see that. And then I'll unscrew the bottom one so I can demonstrate the chrono. So it's your standard chrono, so you start, stop on the bottom, start, stop on the top, reset on the bottom. So here, I'll start it. And you can see the hand just sweeps across very well. This is a ETA chronograph movement, and obviously I'd like this to be an in-house over ETA, but ETA makes incredible chrono movements, and this one is very accurate, and it's really just going to serve you well. And also, one advantage, though, of using an ETA movement is servicing costs. They'll be quite a bit cheaper than if it would be in-house. So now I'll do the reset. So you stop it with the top pusher and reset with the bottom. Very smooth. Love the fly back there. So now I'll do a wrist shot. So for a sports watch, I'd say 42mm is just right. I'd say my favorite's 40. You might have heard that in my other videos. I say that quite a bit, actually. But I think it looks very nice. I love the feeling of the bracelet because it has so many links. It's extremely comfortable. Same with the clasp, and I love a push button clasp instead of just kind of like just pop open. It's a lot smoother to use in my opinion. I really like it. So this watch is available here at JB Hudson, and we'll leave a link in the description if you want to learn more about this piece. It is $4,600. And I think that's pretty good value for money. I mean, the case and dial are very high quality. Same with the bezel. The one downside is the movement, but it's an ETA, so it's still going to do its job extremely well. So thank you for watching this video. Remember to check out our others and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.